Alrighty, so you guys are joining me at the end of a very, very slow and leisurely run, but I do want to show the fact. I wanted to get to the end so I could show my PB, and I believe if you go there in training mode, it doesn't actually show your PB. Um, so this won't be an actual run video, but this will kind of be a recap to Winter Paradise. And there we go. You can see that my PB is 4 minutes flat. Um, Now we're gonna talk about how I got there um, in a little bit, and I'm going to activate training mode now so I can fly around. Um, so I've been running Winter Paradise, and I've been having a really really fun time with it. And then just like I said on my last video, um, there I believe that Psycho Cat had a better glitchless time than me. Um, right around the time that I uh, posted my last video, and so currently at the time of recording, he currently holds the record for any percent and glitchless. And then I came to terms with there's a very, very, very small chance that I'm actually going to be able to beat him um, due to my lack of experience, and then also school is going to start getting in the way here pretty soon. Um, but I was looking, and I wanted to find a a big skip that nobody had seen before. I forgot that there's invisible walls here for the slimes. I wanted to find a big skip that nobody has seen before. Um, but before I talk about that, I just want to talk about a couple of the other things that I've seen and that I've been working on. By the way, I would go and check out PsychoCat's channel. Um, he is a very, very talented runner, and I have a lot of respect for him. Um, One of the things that I was working on for a really, really long time, almost an entire day, was this skip in here. I believe it was in my 656. I don't think it's called that. I think it's called sub 7. Is the jump from here to here, and obviously we can't slime glitch because it's glitchless. Um, and while Psycho Cat was on, he saw me. He saw me do this, and he was what I think pretty amazed. I don't think that he knew that that was possible from what it sounded like in chat. And then he started working on this too, and that's why he now has the glitchless world record because he ended up using one of my strats, which is fine, and that's what the community is supposed to do as speedrunners. And so when I found my big strat that got me down to 4 minutes, and it's a very very scuffed 4 minute run. Um, I was still just a tiny bit salty, and I hold no resentment towards Psycho Cat. Um, but then I realized that even if I were to potentially wait and save my like upload there, that was close to that's the strat that Psycho Cat developed. Um, I would go from there, and then he found an easier and more consistent way to do it, which involves you going all the way back here. So I think theoretically, as long as you set up fast enough here, this would be faster, but that's to be tested. I don't know how many more runs I'm going to attempt. I'm probably going to try for sub 4 because my 4 minute run is so scuffed that sub 4 is possible. Um, but yeah, so even if I were to hold my run until Winter Paradise gets taken off of uh, the Hyokei map server, um, it would just be doing the speedrunning community a disservice if I were to do something like that. Um, and so I decided to share it um, because I think it's gonna help out everybody overall. And also, after I decided to share it, I then realized that it's probably going to be released for downloads on the Discord server. By the way, check out the Hyokei Discord server too. Um, I found Halloween Spiral 2 on there the other day, so maybe I'll be looking back into that. But yeah, so I just kind of want this to be a wrap up, and then at the end I'll go over kind of the strats or the big strat that I found, and I'll explain how to do it, and then I'll upload my 4 minute run shortly after that. Um, so yeah, I found that one. While I was looking for other skips, I found this too. So normally you would have to go all the way around, slime up there. I found that you can go like this, and it's probably faster, because you don't have to go down and then back up with the slime, and then you end up here. But I found, I think what people are calling the Underdark button. So you drop down here, and there's a button right here. It opens up this, and then just do a small look around here, and then you head through here, and this puts you right up top. So that is probably the fastest way to do this section, but with um, either my skip or Psychocat's skip, you don't even have to go down there. But if you do find yourself down there, then that is one of the buttons. Um, boats, boat section. Um, I mean, boat section is just boat section. Um, I reasoned that if you don't have to drop down so far, you don't have to go back up, and that will, in the long run, save time. But yeah, this level was actually the level that led me to trying to find a way to skip it, because not only do I just not like running it, I don't know why. It's a beautifully designed level. I just don't like running through it for some reason. Um, and then it has the added effect of you have to go all the way down and then come all the way back up. So if you skip this level entirely, that saves a lot of time. And so I was for the longest time trying to figure out a way to get up into here, and then you can just skip it. I don't think there is one. Um, so the dreams died for a second. Now in here, this is standard. You have this, and then you also have the one slime, glitchless. And by the way, they did verify my run where I did accidentally slime glitch here, so I thought that was pretty cool. I believe it's the second place right now for glitchless. Um, and so, but yeah, that strat still exists. And then you head through here, and then everything else is fairly normal, I think. Um, so I guess I will start talking about the strat, I suppose, because I don't think there's anything else that I want to talk about. Um, yeah. So I was looking for a way to skip at least this level. And what I found was a way to skip half of the levels. And I'm going to explain it, and then I have the rules pulled up on my phone, because sometimes Minecraft crashes if I switch out of it when I'm recording. So I have the rules put up on my phone, and I'm gonna read them off, and I'm gonna explain why I think this is legal, and then I'm gonna upload my run after this, and potentially put it into, I don't know, I might put it into any percent because I don't even want to think about it being glitchless. So I was looking for ways to get out of bounds, and so, for example, if you somehow made your way up to here, you're gonna be stopped by invisible walls. There's invisible walls on top of all of the quartz walls, and they are all the same height except for these two, which have really, really, really tall ones because of this slime jump. And the exterior walls are also higher. So that's the right. So this is the wall here. That's really, really high. And then the exterior walls are taller. I think they're like double the height of the interior walls. So I was looking for a way to get on top of the interior walls, and then I spotted it. This guy over here, level 13, candy canes. And I think this is probably the only place. You have maybe this section, but I don't think you can get up top. You have this section, but these walls are so high. So the question became, how do we get on top of either of these? Um, I suppose Lupus is doing a run. Lupus is a pretty talented runner too, from Germany, I think. So anyways, how do you get on top of these? Well, either you slime glitch, but I feel like that's kind of difficult. From somebody that's very inexperienced with doing them. I've had some help from people on here. PsychoCat has posted a couple things into the Discord that help with slime glitches, and especially in the third level there. So what I found is that after coming up here, you here is what I mean. Um, I'm gonna disable my flight just so that's not gonna be an issue. Is once you're up here, I'm also gonna set a save state just in case. Um, you can re-grab this levitation, and you can see it's here. But there's a weird thing where if you like go away from from this area, then it will last longer than just this where you like bob up and down. If you like grab it and move, it goes up way longer. So what I found is that if you sprint jump at the right time, you can actually get up here. And again, I'm going to click this and it's going to say enabled. My flying was off. You just have to sprint jump at the right time to clear this block. It also gives you enough height to barely get on top of this roof. And now that you're here, you just you don't fall. That's not what you do. Um, Now that you're here, you just jump onto the invisible wall, and then you would go into here, and then you can fall right down onto this branch here, which skips the first part of tree climb. And so, oh, I'm trying to fly. It's disabled. So that's what I found, and that's why I have a 4-minute flat run. And I hope that nobody else has found this because I was really, really excited when I discovered this yesterday. Um, these walls are a little bit higher too because this is higher than most other things. But yeah, I hope that nobody else has found this because I was really, really excited to find this yesterday. Um, and I hope nobody's tried to submit a run and it be rejected. But here's why. So here are the rules. Here are the rules for the game. No hacks allowed. I I I don't even know what hacks would help. Um, so yeah, and plus my Minecraft isn't hacked. I don't even know how to do that, nor do I care about doing that. The run must be done solo. Other players aren't allowed to assist you in any way. Right. I don't have anybody to assist me. Um, and of course that makes sense as a general rule. No slash trigger commands allowed. I'm gonna stop there. I didn't I didn't use slash trigger, so we don't have to worry about that one. In multiplayer, I'm not in multiplayer. Um, well, I guess this could be considered multiplayer because it's all on the server. But it says don't make use of snakes triggered by other people. There's clearly no snake in this level. Um, you must show the final in-game timer at the end of the run, which is similar to what I did here. This is what it's talking about here. Um, let's see. The run must be done in one sitting. You must try to avoid pausing the game as much as possible. Pausing too much will result in your run being ejected. And then it goes on for a little bit more specifics about how long you can pause and everything. But I did my runs in one sitting and I didn't pause. I didn't even go into my inventory menu. Relogging is not allowed, as you saw. I did not relog to perform that. If your actual run is only a portion of the video you submit, please include the start time in the description of the submission. Um, that's just for uploading purposes, which it's not because I deleted every single failed run and I started new on every single one. Using pauses to gain extra height on slime glitches is not allowed. I did not pause, nor did I slime glitch. And abusing lag is not allowed. This includes, but is not limited to, more than one, essentially what is 1.5 blocks high damage boosts, which I'm not damaging. Um, I'm gonna come back to 2 because this is the one that scares me. 3 is abnormally high bounces from slime glitches, and again, not slime glitching. Um, and it goes on for really, 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 you know, there's a lot that goes into this. So rule 2, um, abusing lag is not allowed. Abusing levitation combined with lag to land on normally inaccessible spots. So I believe that this is a normally inaccessible spot. And I am abusing levitation, but I'm not combining it with lag. Um, I have green bars just like everybody else. I don't know how else to show that. Um, that was my save state that teleported me. Um, green bars, green bars. So I don't even know how to prove that it's not done with lag. Um, but in maybe it means something else that I'm not sure of. But in my eyes, that's not done with lag. I don't know why it gives you levitation. I don't know why it stops it here and it puts you down, as opposed to this lets you go up higher. I don't know why that happens. Maybe it's something with how they're applying the levitation. And like even if you move out, see you can hover here, so it's not necessarily like hitting the block either, because I don't even think I'm hitting the block. That's barely touching the block. Um, so I don't really know why it's different, but in my eyes, and I mean, the more experienced runners will have to correct me, or the verifiers on speedrun.com will have to correct me if I'm wrong. But I genuinely don't think that this is lag, and I sincerely apologize if I'm wasting everybody's time. And this has been discovered before, but I haven't really seen it anywhere. Um, so yeah, uh, I mean, I think that's pretty much all that I have to say. Um, so I'll upload my 4 minute run after this, and yeah. So I'm at a loss, so I apologize. Um, it, Based off of the rules, the other set of rules is this is for the any%. Any shortcut allowed, done in Java Edition on the latest version of the map. Java latest edition, to my knowledge, and this would count. This would fall under any shortcut. And then even if you were doing glitchless, you have the same game rules and everything. The category rules are different. Are not allowed. Slime glitches, not a slime glitch. Riptide boosts, don't even have a trident. Spawn protection skips, I'm not respawning to get spawn protection. Groll, which I know I've looked at this, um, but I believe it's like falling from a really high height and then canceling your fall damage. Um, in parkour pyramid, it says in parkour pyramid, comma. So this is not parkour pyramid, so it doesn't apply to this. And then it has other things that are allowed. So it doesn't explicitly say that this isn't allowed. Um, so yeah. Again, I apologize if this is wasting anybody's time, and I'm I'm gonna go ahead and end this here so I don't waste anybody else's time. and then I will submit my 4 minute run. I'll probably go for um, another. I might go for one or two more runs. It depends on how heavy school gets here. But I did have a really fun time running, and I hope that I can potentially find, cooler things like this, and then that will eventually lead to, helping the overall speedrun community. I have to assume that hopefully my run will stay relatively high up. If not, I might get too prideful and try to get that back. But yeah, so I hope this helps overall. I think I'm going to try to speedrun some other maps. It was really fun to come up with all of these different strats. The single slime, um, it's not that level, but this level, going the jump from here to here, that was fun, and just overall learning like the best lines and stuff. So, but this has gone on for way longer than I wanted it to. So, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. See ya.